Thank you for tuning in. My name is James Curtis Geist. I've been a history teacher for 20 plus years, an author since 2016. I have over 40 books on Amazon, and I love my coffee, and I love Dr. Squatch Cologne. So please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy the stories that I share, and thank you. So I have 3 books here that I had classes of students that wrote poetry, and we put them into book form. And the first is called Modern Abolitionist Poetry, and it was written by the students of Park West High School in Midtown in New York City back in 1999. So they wrote poetry about sweatshops and modern day slavery, and I have a little poem in here called the Encomienda System. The pyramid of society by class and ethnicity helped stoke racism when the Spanish conquered the New World. Glory, gold, God. But girls could have been added with the rape that came along with it. The Encomienda pyramid. At the top were the Peninsulares, the Spanish born in Spain. Underneath them were the Creoles, who were the Peninsulares kids born in the New World. Underneath the Creoles were the Mestizos. They were a combination of the Spanish and Native American parent kids. Underneath the Mestizos were the Mulattoes, Spanish and slave parent children. Under the Mulattoes were the Native people, Native Indians in the Americas. And at the very bottom were the African slaves. White, white, whitish tan, brownish tan, red, black. Insidious in creating an ethnicities where skin color shows your place in an economic and political realm. Whites having power and privilege, with the natives and slaves to work as slaves with no rights. Another poetry book, this came out in 2018 from Columbia High School in Maplewood, New Jersey. It's called Poetry of American Imperialism and Paternalism. So, at the end of the book, I have a story. It's called Goodbye Dream, circa 2010. I taught in New York City for 15 years. For 7 years, I taught at Park West, and a motherly woman named Natalie Gooder was in my social studies department. My first year of teaching was in 1999, and Mrs. Gooder was always kind and encouraging and laughed easily. When not giving me suggestions on how to teach a unit, or talking about the goofy politics of George W. Bush or the United Federation of Teachers, she talked about her daughter and grandkids. I loved when she rolled her eyes when the principal or assistant principal gave us a silly idea or directive to carry out. She retired after Mayor Bloomberg closed Park West High at 525 50th Street on 11th Avenue. I was transferred uptown to George Washington campus in Washington Heights, where Alan Greenspan, Henry Kissinger, Harry Belafonte, Manny Ramirez, Lou Alcindor, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, went to school. I had a dream in 2012, and it was of Miss Gooder. She and I were sitting at a cafe table having a discussion, and then she said goodbye to me, and I said goodbye to her. Funny thing, a person popping up in a dream that I had not thought of in years. Later that day, I received an email from a former coworker telling me that Natalie Gooder had passed away the night before. in my spirit, I already intuited her passing. And then in 2019, I was at Met's Charter School in Jersey City and taught a basic skills class, a basic life skills class. And the students contributed all of the poetry, and my story is called The Jersey City Lockdown on December 10th, 2020. I began working at Met's Charter School in mid-September of 2019. My commute to work is 1 hour, but 2 hours home in bumper-to-bumper traffic. In the morning, I drive around looking for a parking spot with alternate street parking. I witness stray cats, raccoons, and skunks walking the streets of a city next to the Hudson River across from the Manhattan skyline. As I stroll to school, I pass a corner where 2 workers sitting in their van smoke their daily chronic J-bone. While I do not partake, I enjoy the smell. I pass joggers, the corner bodega, the home with glazed green clay pots on the stairwell, the Jeep with the Wander Forever sticker on the back window, while the white cat who greets me 2 to 3 times a week, and I say, "Good morning, Puss Puss." On the morning of clear skies and a full moon, our school will have a lockdown announced at 2:30 p.m. Since the Columbine High School shooting in 1999, part of the monthly school schedules have been practicing lockdowns, where doors are locked and no one is allowed out of the classroom or into the schools until the all clear has been announced. The practice drills usually last 3 to 4 minutes, but on January 10th of 2019, no all clear is announced. Students begin getting antsy at 2:55 since dismissal takes place at 2:57. The all clear is not announced at 2:57 or 3:30 or 4 p.m. and students want to leave. I'm on the computer to see the school has posted the following warning. The Jersey City Police are calling for a lockdown of all of Jersey City schools until further notice. By 5:30 p.m., the internet has articles posted by all the local television stations that there's been a gunfight for several hours in downtown Jersey City. At 5:55 p.m., it is announced 1 officer, 2 store owners, a store customer, and the shooter couple have been shot and killed. The killers turn out to be black Hebrews who do not like Hebrews who are not black Hebrews. It is deemed a hate crime. The class becomes quiet after learning the news. At 6 p.m., the students are dismissed. Not all lockdowns are for practice. I think if it had to happen, I wish it had happened on a professional development day, because those meetings are boring. So, thank you very much for listening, and God bless you and all humans and the ETs.